Most of us have been taught that if we want to protect our metabolism, we just need to quit the sweets. We look at a donut, we see the glaze, and we know exactly what it's doing to our insulin. We look at a bowl of white table sugar, and we see the enemy. But what if I told you that there is a carbohydrate, one that is often marketed as heart-healthy or natural, that actually spikes your blood sugar faster and higher than pure white table sugar? I'm talking about a food that is a staple in almost every household. To understand why this specific carb is so dangerous, we have to look at how we measure blood sugar impact. We use something called the Glycemic Index, GI. Now, most people assume that table sugar, sucrose, is the 100 mark on that scale. It's the ultimate bad guy, right? Actually, table sugar usually sits around a 63 to 65. Why? Because table sugar is a 50-50 split of glucose and fructose. Now, you might be thinking, but what about the fiber in the whole wheat? Doesn't that slow it down? In theory, yes. In reality? Most whole wheat bread you buy at the grocery store is just white flour with a little bit of bran added back in for color. It's been pulverized into such a fine powder that the fiber is no longer a physical barrier to digestion. And it's not just bread. This applies to crackers, pasta, and even those healthy breakfast cereals. When these starches are refined and puffed, they become even more bioavailable. Your body doesn't have to work to break them down. This causes a massive glucose excursion. Your blood sugar shoots up, your pancreas panics and dumps insulin, and then, about 2 hours later, your blood sugar crashes. This is why you feel hangry or tired at 11 a.m. after having toast or cereal for breakfast. It's the blood sugar roller coaster. And the worst part? That crash triggers a craving for more carbs. It's a vicious cycle that keeps you locked in fat storage mode. So, if this healthy carb is worse than sugar, what are you supposed to do? First, we have to change our definition of complex carbohydrates. Instead of grains, we need to look toward leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables. These contain fiber that actually stays intact, providing a slow, steady release of nutrients without the insulin spike. If you are craving that bready texture, this is where you look for alternatives like almond flour or coconut flour. These are high in fats and proteins, which act as a brake on your blood sugar. If you absolutely must have a starch, look for resistant starches like a cold potato or lentils, but even then, if your goal is weight loss and correcting insulin resistance, the best move is to remove the high GI grains entirely. The takeaway is simple: don't let the whole grain label fool you. If you want to fix your metabolism, you have to look at the insulin response, not just the calorie count. Stop treating bread as a health food and start treating it for what it really is, a high-speed glucose delivery system. If you found this helpful, I've put together a full list of the top 10 hidden sugars that are probably sitting in your pantry right now. You can check that out in the next video.